Hey everyone, this is Dr. Smith. Welcome to the live stream on the title of How to Finish Your Doctoral Studies Faster so you can be doctor sooner. Now, if you see me looking down, it's because I have a lot of information to share, and so I don't want to miss anything, so I have my notes. So when you come on, I ask that you would just introduce yourself in the chat. I wonder if I can look at the chat while I see who's here. So just say your name and where you're from. I'd like to know who's here. Okay, I'm trying to wait for a few more people before I begin. I am a big stickler on time, so I'm getting a little antsy. Welcome to the live stream on how to finish your doctoral studies faster so you can be doctor sooner. Hi, Ernest. Good to have you with me. Ernest is actually in another program of mine and he is doing very well, very well. So you know what? I'm going to get started. As you join again, please type your name and where you are from in the chat. I'd really like to know who is here, and welcome again. Before we do get started, I want to ask that you remove and get rid of all of your distractions. I am excited to have you here with me live, right? But I want you to get the most out of this training. So the best way to do that is to close all of your distractions so you can focus. Hi, Anita. Hi, Sharon. AKA Mom. You may also want to grab a pen and paper to take notes. So my name is Dr. Chanel T. Smith, and I own and run Chanel T. Smith Consulting, and I help doctoral students fast track their degrees without putting their lives on hold, and I help prepare them for the job market. Which brings me to today's live stream. How to finish your doctoral studies faster so you can be doctor sooner. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Real talk, it ain't for the faint of heart, okay? This training is for you if you are struggling in your doctoral program and you want to know how to maximize your performance. This training is for you if you are struggling in your doctoral program and also you just want to know how to go faster. Right? This training is for you if you're doing good in your program, but you want to do even better, faster. It's also for you if you are tired of the stop and go pace of your program due to you not having a plan in place that prepares you for the next phase of your program while you are currently in your one. Hi, Monet. So you need to know how to prepare for the next stage of your program while you are in your current one. And lastly, this training is for you if you are done with trying to figure out how to fast track your degree on your own and are ready to hear from someone who did it. That'd be me. So by the end of this live stream, you are going to know a little bit about me and my journey, how to be the master of your own time and make others respect it, including yourself. Hi, Liz. Hi, Taisha. How to make strategic decisions, what I call boss moves, to shave time off of your program, and how to be your own best self-advocate by knowing the right questions to ask to propel your studies forward and when to do so. So the reason I like to begin with my backstory is because, quite frankly, folk don't want to hear what you have to say or what you're trying to teach them if you haven't already done it. So you need to know that I've been there, I've done it, I know what I'm doing, I've succeeded at it, right? You can trust that I won't tell you anything that I haven't done myself successfully. So, okay, here's my backstory. Life was happening when I did my doctorate. Actually, for some of you who know my story, I deferred my studies for a year to take care of my grandmother with ALS. Then when a year passed, when I began my studies, my first son was 6 months old. So people say, how did you do your program with a baby? I'm like, well, I didn't know how not to do it. I started out that way, right? And then the first few weeks into my first semester of coursework, an immediate family member got ill. Another one was dealing with chronic illness. And let's just say I was ready to quit. Okay, my mother already told me I have to start paying her for reminding people how she told me not to quit, which she did. So school, and I didn't. And school became a much needed distraction for me. Hi, Elaine. When I graduated with my PhD, my second child was 8 months old. And I completed my PhD in an overall time of 3 years and 9 months, so 3.75 years. I do say overall because, hello, you do need to heal when you have C-sections. That's a thing. What's important for you to know is that I didn't have weekends. And on Mondays through Fridays, I only had the times from 8:30 to 5 to do my work because those were daycare hours. I needed childcare, right? I believe that there is a new type of doctoral student in the academy today, and it is you. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Just like I did, you have a life to live and a doctorate to earn, both at the same time. And time is of the essence. So I've been coaching doctoral students for over 8 years, right? Teaching them how to do just that. And if you join me today and want to learn how to finish your doctoral studies faster so you can become doctor sooner, I'm going to share with you a few of my golden nuggets to help you make that happen. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can implement those steps with me if you want to. Okay, so let's dig in. Point 1. Hi, Ebony. Listen, Dr. Ebony Marshall Turman is doing her thing with beautiful twin girls. She is killing it, publishing, teaching, everything. So thanks for joining, sis. Okay, so point 1. Those that want to finish their doctoral studies faster so they can be doctor sooner, know that they are the master of their own time and they make others, including themselves, respect it. Let me say that again. Those who want to finish their doctoral studies faster so they can become doctors sooner, know that they are the master of their own time and they make others, including themselves, respect it. Hi, Leonard. Hi, Karma. Now, what do I mean by this? When you are on a mission to earn your doctorate in the least amount of time with the greatest amount of success, you learn quickly that time is on your side. Notice I did not say time is not on your side. New York Times bestselling author Gay Hendricks says in his book, The Big Leap, and I'm quoting, "You are where time comes from," end quote. In other words, time originates with you. We all know that folk make time to do what they want to do. Hi, Bryson. Right? As Hendricks notes, it is never about not having the time or not having enough time, but rather whether or not you want to create the time to do it. Doctoral students, or let me rephrase, successful, driven doctoral students do 2 things regarding their time. The first thing they do is they create an aggressive as possible yet reasonable work schedule based on prioritization, not work-life balance. Let me repeat that. Hi, Sushama. Successful, driven doctoral students create an aggressive as possible yet reasonable work schedule based on prioritization and not work-life balance. And number 2, they make others respect the schedule they created, including themselves. If you're just joining us, please in the chat write your name and where you're from. And all of you who are here, please, you can start a sharing party. I'm about to give you a lot of good information, so share this video as you are joining me. The second point again, they make others respect the schedule that they created, including themselves. So I tell my clients all the time, there is never a time when my studies equaled or surpassed what I considered my life, which is family and self-care. When you try to balance, meaning maintain equal measures of work and life, you are bound to fail. Stress is imminent, and your doctoral process is frustrated or hindered altogether. That is why I suggest you prioritize. Hi, Michael. Thanks for sharing. Make a list, right? What's a priority for one person is not a priority for you. And that's okay. Focus on yourself. I'm doing my course right now, doing a Doctoral 180, and I told them about putting their blinders on like the horses in the races, right? They are unable to see left or right. They have to stay focused on their own program. That is what you need to do. If you are like me, a successful, driven doctoral student knows that their success in the program is rooted in, dependent upon, springs forth from, right, having a happy, well cared for support system. Nurture what nourishes you. Prioritize that. There's no other way that I can put it. Now, after you've put your priorities on your calendar, priorities first. After you've put your priorities on your calendar, then you begin to fill it up with goal-specified tasks based on how much time you've given yourself to complete them. A driven, successful doctoral student does not wait to see how much time a task will take to get done, but rather will give a task a time frame within which it will get done, right? Prior to starting it. Hi, Johanna. Let me repeat that. A driven, successful doctoral student does not wait to see how much time a task is going to take to get done, but rather will give a task a time frame within which it will get done prior to starting it. Boom. Right? That is a golden nugget right there. A driven, successful doctoral student will also create deadlines that beat the deadline specified on a syllabus or by your advisor or your dissertation committee. In order to do this, however, you have to know what is required of you. A driven, successful doctoral student knows their institutional doctoral guidelines like the back of their hand. From the first day of coursework to the handshake after the dissertation defense. You know it from day one, right? And then they make it happen. You got to know what's required of you in order to determine how much time you will allot a particular task. Whether you're in coursework preparing for comps and comps preparing for your prospectus or all the way to the dissertation. Yes, I did say make it happen, right? So within a time frame that you set. And then you have to move on. Now, this is one of the major mistakes that doctoral students who take 5 or more years to finish their program make. They don't move on. They cannot get out of their own way, and they keep pushing back deadlines that they've set. Successful, driven doctoral students, on the other hand, like my clients, respect their own time, and they make others do it. Respect it too. Now, certainly, life happens, our plans may need to shift, but a successful doctoral student knows how to assess and press, right? They know how to examine the situation and then make strategic decisions on how to proceed. They weigh the costs, right, of the ways that they can make up for the time lost. And they know that this does not mean scratching off what are your priorities off of your calendar. They stay there. You never remove what you considered a priority, if it's your family or anything like that, off of your calendar just to make time to complete an assignment. Prioritize. This leads me to my second point. Those that want to finish their doctoral studies faster so that they can become doctor sooner knows how to make strategic decisions, what I call boss moves, right? To shave time off of their program. If life happens and your schedule needs to be altered in any way, you have to strategize your next best move, right? You have to strategize your next best move. So let's say, for example, that life happened, right? When you had a 10-page paper due. It can be anything. You or someone may have gotten sick, right? Family member, or a migraine has taken you out. I struggle with those, right? You have to take your car to get fixed because of an unexpected issue. You get my drift. Stuff happens. You have to strategize your next best move. So, with regard to that paper, right? That 10-page paper, will you ask your professor for an extension and adjust your calendar accordingly, shifting upcoming deadlines for those time set goals to later dates? Will you do that? Will you ask the professor for an extension on that assignment, but instead shave time off of a few upcoming time set goals, thereby never losing any time? Perhaps. Will you keep the same schedule that you have originally, crank out the paper and turn it in, knowing that your mediocrity is someone else's perfectionism? That's something to think about. Or will you schedule a meeting with your professor, tell them about your situation without giving them too many personal details, ask if you can write a 25-page paper when the next paper is due instead of the 10-page paper, not only to maintain your aggressive as possible yet reasonable work schedule that you've established, right? But also so you can end up with a 25-page paper that can later serve as a chapter in your dissertation. See, y'all not ready. You are not ready for this, okay? As a client of mine, we would have already talked about how to work on your dissertation while you are in coursework, okay? I think I need to run over those options again for those of you who didn't get it the first time, right? So in terms of you having a 10-page paper and life happened, you need to make the next best strategy, next best strategic move rather. Right? So your options are, you can ask your professor for an extension and adjust your calendar accordingly, like pushing back all the other deadlines, making your time longer. Your other option, will you ask for an extension, but instead shave off time of a few other time set goals, right? Thereby never losing any time off your schedule. You can also keep the same schedule, crank out the paper, turn it in, realizing that your mediocrity is someone else's perfectionism. Or you can schedule a meeting with your professor, tell them about your situation, holding back a lot of, personal stuff. Ask if you can turn in a 25-page paper instead of the 10-page paper when the next paper is due, not only to keep your aggressive as possible yet reasonable work schedule, but also so that you can end up with a 25-page paper that can later work towards your dissertation as a chapter. Already done, don't have to write from scratch, okay? These are boss moves. The last option, right, that I gave ties into my third point, that those who want to finish their doctoral degrees faster so they can be doctor sooner knows how to be their own best self-advocate and knows the right questions to ask to propel their studies forward and when to ask them. So which option would you choose? I can't answer that for you without knowing your goals, your work ethic, your relationship with your advisor, your institutional guidelines, how much flexibility you have within them, right? You have comps. Okay, which do you get to choose the topics of some of them, or are all 4 of them required, right? Coursework. Do you get to have tutorials or independent studies that you can then parlay into a dissertation chapter depending on how you put it together? These are all things that I would need to know in order to help you make that decision. I love this stuff, y'all. So all of this, right? All of the things that I need to know, I make time to do for my clients and my customized private coaching programs. If you're already interested in knowing more about that, click the link in the description of this live stream to schedule a call if you already know this is something that you want or need or want to learn more about. As I said, I cannot tell you the best course of action that you should take without being well informed. You have to weigh the costs assess the risks, right? And make the best decision for yourself. Or hire a coach like me to help you. Now, one of the boss moves that I made in my doctoral program when I asked my advisor if I can remove a chapter from my already approved dissertation outline. I told him that I'd already published on it. It won't make or break my dissertation. It doesn't really flow well with my argument. I need it gone and I need to get done. Now notice I didn't just ask my advisor to give me something that I didn't carefully and critically justify, right? Boss moves are made on strategy and sound, well thought out reasons, right? I could talk about this stuff all day. If you haven't noticed, I am passionate about coaching. It is what I love to do. Actually, in that little pause I did, I was trying to read some of the comments. But alas, these are the golden nuggets that I have chosen to share on today's live stream. How do you finish your doctoral studies faster so that you can become doctor sooner? Hi, and what is it, Andriette? Hello, welcome. You become the master of your own time and make others respect it. You make strategic moves, what I call boss moves, right? To shave time off of your program. And you become your own best self-advocate, knowing the right questions to ask to propel your studies forward and when to ask them. So what I've shared with you are not decisions or moves that are made by an average doctoral student. Right? And don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong, hear me out, there's nothing wrong with earning your doctorate in 5 to 7 years. But you see, the way my life was set up and the way successful, driven doctoral students like my clients' lives are set up, that's not good enough, right? We need to finish quicker, like yesterday. And that's why I do what I do, based on what I know, because of what I actually did. I made that up. You like that? That's why I do what I do based on what I know because of what I actually did. Now you have a choice, right? I've shared some of my best strategies in order to help you finish your doctoral studies faster so that you can become Dr. So-and-so sooner. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? And it's a lot of work for you to try to figure out how to do on your own. It also can be kind of difficult to implement these strategies for your own particular process based on your own realistic daily schedule, institutional guidelines and requirements, all of that. So for those of you who are ready to get high-level support and apply these strategies now, I'm excited to share with you about my elite private doctoral coaching program. Yes, I call it elite. It is a 90-day private coaching experience for successful, driven doctoral students who seek to maximize performance and fast-track their degrees with intense, high-level support. It's for doctoral students who want to finish faster and become doctors sooner, right? For those types of students, short-term or group coaching just doesn't work, right? They need intense, concentrated, and most importantly, private, weekly doctoral coaching so that they can maximize success in the least amount of time. And this is exactly what Elite provides. Hi, Edward. Thanks for joining. Elite is intense because we are in constant communication, right? Which is also why I only take on maybe around 5 elite clients at a time, because I want to make sure that I give you more than 100% for each of my clients. I do not overbook myself. So the Elite Private Doctoral Coaching Program, how does it work? We begin with a 90-minute doctoral audit and strategic action plan intensive. That was a mouthful, right? Basically, what I do is assess your doctoral program, figuring out what is and what isn't working. We do a daily schedule audit. Yes, I'll actually go through your day-to-day schedule to see how much time you have and how aggressive you can be with your goals. We'll also create a customized strategic action plan, right? Depending on how fast you want to go. Following that, in my Elite Private Doctoral Coaching Program, we meet for 60 minutes for the remaining 11 weeks of the program. for a private coaching call. You get a lot of time to talk with me, right? So you gotta like the sound of my voice, or at least like what I'm saying. So the reason why we have these 60-minute weekly conversations is for you to provide updates or curveballs or action-oriented items, right? And for me to provide you with my professional recommendation on how to proceed, including making tweaks to your strategic action plan, helping you craft emails to your advisors or boards. I've done that. Role play situations, right? With how a meeting might go with your advisor, or you have issues with a colleague that you need to address, right? So, and you just want to know the best way on how to go with that. Hi, Janet. Thanks for watching. Or those calls can also be to work on the next stage of your strategic action plan. You also get hella accountability checks, right? And this is so because if that's not enough, you also get 90 days of unlimited Facebook Messenger coaching with me Monday through Thursday, although you can post all the time, just tag me, to ask questions, to get feedback, to share success, provide updates in between each call. So it is nonstop communication, right? And as a bonus, you also get access to any masterclass or course that I've done over the 90 days that we are in our program together. So because of the high level support, the intensity, the customized coaching, Elite is a 5-figure investment, and acceptance into this program is by application only. Okay, it's that serious. It's that intense. You want to use that much of my time and we want to work together hard, intense? Yes, it's worth it. So I only accept students who are ready. If you are done trying to figure this out on your own, right, and you're ready to get expert support to help you finish quicker, I want to talk to you. If you are ready to say yes to investing time, money, and high energy, right, to become doctor sooner rather than later, I want to talk to you. If you already know that you want to learn more about how to maximize your performance and fast track your degree, yes, I want to talk to you. All you have to do is click the link in the description of this live stream and schedule a call today. Now, the reason for the call is so that we can both determine if we can work together, right? And determine if this is a program that's right for you. I don't want to work with anyone, and just as you might not want to work with me. So we have to meet privately to discuss that. We'll also talk about your specified goals, any perceived challenges, whether or not you are coachable, right? And if and how I can help you. Now, that's very important to me, because if I can't help you, I will not tell you that I can. What I will do is refer you to someone, if I know that particular person, who knows how to give you the help that you need. If you are determined and coachable and ready to be a finished doctoral student who knows the importance of investing in yourself and are ready to make some powerful changes to see immediate results in your doctoral program, again, I invite you to click the link in the description of this live stream and schedule a call today, right now, right? As an added bonus, yes, another bonus, right? For those of you who schedule a call and enter the program by Monday, May 18th, it's my mom's birthday, so it's a special day, right? By Monday, May 18th, this coming Monday, you will also receive an additional follow-up call once the 90-day program is complete. Now, there are some of you who said, yes, I want to get into this program, but I don't really want to start right now. That's okay. Because if you want to enroll, but you don't want to start right away, I'm also offering you the opportunity to enroll now to lock in the prices, the current pricing, but you can begin your program anytime in 2020. Yes, I'm that flexible, right? You can begin anytime in 2020. Just click the link, schedule a call, enroll to lock in the current prices. My elite private doctoral coaching program is amazing. And I don't have to just say it on my own. I also have clients who will tell you that themselves, right? For a successful, driven doctoral student, it simply is, right? It just makes sense. You get a 90-minute doctoral audit, right? And a strategic action plan and initiative or intensive, right? Sorry. Followed by 11 weekly private 60-minute coaching calls, 90 days of unlimited access to me via Facebook Messenger coaching Monday through Thursday. You get a bonus of access to any course, any masterclass that I've done during the 90 days. And on top of all of that, I'm also going to give you an additional bonus of a follow-up call once your program is done. If you call, click the link, schedule a call, get on the program, sign up today or up until Monday, May 18th, my mama's birthday, you can get all of that, right? Now, I know there are some of you who are asking, why do I need a coach? If my live stream wasn't enough, I have other things to say, okay? So, my business coach, Rosetta Thurman, puts it this way. You need a coach because if you could do it on your own, you would have done it already. Yeah, she actually said that to me. This applies to me too, right? I didn't know how to get to 6 figures in my business, so I hired a coach, Rosetta Thurman, to show me, to teach me, because she's done it. She's actually surpassed that. And I wanted to know how she did it. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I didn't want to take time trying to figure out how to set up my business, how to launch it, how to make sales, how to do marketing. She knew how to do it. So I invested in myself by investing in her to teach me how she's done it, right? So she also says, right, well, let me just first say again, I'm not going to ask you to do something that I am not currently doing, right? Get a coach. I got a coach. To those who wonder why they need a coach, Rosetta, my coach, also says, get over yourself. And she would say it just like that. Get over yourself, right? If you don't know, you don't know. And I love her realness about this, okay? I would put it a different way, saying, you got to get out of your own way. But the issue for doctoral students, right, is because doctoral students don't want to admit that they don't know something, because they think that because they are doctoral students, they should already know it. It's a horrible cycle. This is why so many doctoral students take so long to finish their degrees. They don't want to ask for help, not even in a classroom, when you need to figure out, to unpack a critical theory or what this person's argument is or how to analyze anything. Ask the questions, right? Do something you haven't done so you can have something you'd never had. Stop making it hard on yourself and invest in someone to teach you. Same thing happened. I think I was, at one of my posts, I talked about getting a softball coach, right? I played softball in high school. I was a catcher, third base, and shortstop, and all of that. And I needed a coach to help me do better. So me and the pitcher went to a batting cage, got a professional coach to teach us. It's just a different topic, right? Softball, doctoral studies, right? I'm so glad you all are here and listening. I'm having a ball talking about this program and just talking to you, period, right? So get out of your own way. You can earn your degree quicker with less mistakes, with less setbacks, right? By hiring me, a professional doctoral coach who has been doing this for over 8 years to teach you. What's the phrase? Been there, done that. I've said that several times on this live stream. But I've done it, right? I know how to get you the results that you want because I know what I'm doing and I've done it before. So again, I tell you, if you need me to tell you what to do, click the link in the description for the live stream, right? And schedule a call today. If you want to learn more how you can be part of my elite private doctoral coaching program. Now, still, there are going to be others of you that need more concrete facts, right? Show me the numbers. Let's weigh the cost, if you will. So, certainly the cost of tuition varies per institution, right? And the various granting degree programs. But on average, and yes, I did look this up this morning, so it's real-time information. On average, the annual tuition for graduate programs at public colleges and universities total nearly $35,000 per year, which is about $2,900 a month. Yes, I have my calculator out, right? This does not include books or supplies or transportation if you don't live on campus. Now, the average time it takes for a doctoral student to finish or earn their doctorate is between 5 and 7 years. But let's just say 5 years for this example. Since I earned my degree in 3.75 years, that means I shaved off, or I'm saving 1.25 years worth of tuition, right? Or 15 months if you want to do that. That saves me approximately $43,500, which is a lot more than what it costs to invest in the elite program. Now, some of you may say, well, you got a fellowship. Yes, I was blessed to have a fellowship from the Forum for Theological Exploration, which used to be the Fund for Theological Education, right? But what I didn't save in tuition, I did save in childcare costs, which for many of you may know, it is a mortgage, okay? Even 10 years ago, at $1,300 a month, I saved my family $19,500 for the 15 months that I shaved off of my program. You could invest in yourself by signing up for Elite, or you can pay the institution that amount. If this settles it for you and you want more information, again, click the link in the description of this live stream and let's talk. Schedule a call. I'm not asking you to make a commitment or anything like that. Just schedule the call. I want to talk to you. Now is your opportunity to make a decision that will change the course of your doctoral program. Again, my coach Rosetta said she once shared a quote with me. She has a whole bunch of great quotes at her in her brain, actually. This quote is from Karen Lamb, who said, "A year from now, you will wish you had started today." That hit me when I was about to sign up for my coaching program. That really hit me, right? A year from now, you will wish you had started today. What do you want to have done in a year? How much farther do you think you will be if you had help? Don't talk yourself out of it. Click the link in the description and schedule a call right now. And if you're not going to book a call with me, just ask yourself, what are you going to do instead? My name is Chanel T. Smith of Chanel T. Smith Consulting, and I help doctoral students fast track their degrees without putting their lives on hold, because I couldn't. And I also help prepare them for the job market. This was a live stream, how to what? Earn your or do your doctoral studies faster so that you can become doctor sooner. If you have any questions, again, click the link in the description. I look forward to talking with you. Schedule a call today. Share this video with your colleagues. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family who are asking, when you going to get a real job, right? Yeah, heard that too from not immediate family. Anyway, I look forward to speaking with you. Until next time, make boss moves and make the world shift. Take care.